guys, how are you? Welcome back to another awesome video, and today we got something different and something interesting. So I want to say probably a few weeks ago, maybe a few days ago, give or take, I was included in a video by the Big Rob Theory. Shout out to him. And if you want, you can go check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description. Basically, I was shared or tagged in a video where he was doing a set of questions involving 2024 so far. Like, what are your favorite things about 2024 so far in terms of movies? What were you most anticipated? What were you disappointed? Like, favorite things and least favorite things about 2024 so far within media and within movies thus far. So I figured to do my own video, and I'm gonna definitely tag in some people as well. And Rob, if you are watching this, I do appreciate you tagging me in on this whole little, I guess, challenge, if you will. And before we get into the questions, I do want to say that I'm gonna be honest, I have not seen a lot this year compared to so many other people out there. For example, Rob, I know you probably saw a lot more than me, and anyone else I tag in this video probably saw a lot more than me, and I can guarantee that for a fact. But nonetheless, I'm going to still work with my limitations, and I have all the questions listed here. And so the first one was favorite movie score of 2024. I was going to say Inside Out 2 after I had seen the sequel just a few days ago, but I still like If. I'm going to give If a little bit of a mention, just a bit of love, because there's this one specific score that I really adored so much. So cute and just so wholesome, and also just the music alone for that ballet scene. The grandmother and her imaginary friend was beautiful and almost tear-jerking for me. So I think I'm gonna sway a little more to If, and I will counter argue, I will compensate by saying my favorite animated movie of this year was Inside Out 2. Granted, there's not a lot of contenders that I saw for animated movies, but I think even if I saw a lot, I would still hands down say Inside Out 2 so far, and it just was beautiful. It really pushed that boundary of sequel-itis, sequel syndrome of like, oh, it's not going to be as good as the first, and it is a lot better than the first. It's like by like 1 or 2%, I think, a lot better than the first, and I just really adored the hell out of it so much. So question number 3 was favorite movie poster, and I feel like we're all in agreement when it comes to the internet that anything with Deadpool and Wolverine looks so awesome, and I'm just so stoked that it's gonna be coming out in a couple of weeks. Best action movie. And so I'm tossed between either the action in Argylle, which I really liked how stylish and kind of crazy, a little over the top it was, very much kind of gave like the stylistic Kingsman vibes a little. But then there's also the fight sequences in Godzilla x Kong: A New Empire, because I loved how cheesy it was, and it felt like it embodied the cheesiness and the silliness of a Godzilla monster movie. I mean, come on, we're talking about a character, a kaiju that has done shit like this. So I think I would say in terms of like action, I think I liked the action scenes in Godzilla x Kong, but if we're gonna call an action movie, I think Argylle is the better action movie, if that makes sense. For this answer, it's a 2-for-1 here, because again, I didn't really see that many movies. So the first one is most disappointed movie, and there weren't really a lot of movies I was disappointed in, but I will at least say Kung Fu Panda 4, because it had some good aspects, like I've mentioned in my review, but there was I feel like there was a bit more potential it could have done and delve into. And I will also add that I'm not gonna put this on my top 10 list, but I will say that this one is so far the worst movie I've seen this year. I don't think it is out of everything I've seen, technically, with my own eyes, but I think that's what I'm just gonna go with. I don't know. I mean, I was kind of debated about Frosted, that Netflix movie, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's bad that it's hilarious, or it's just flat out just not that great. I don't know, but I think I'm just gonna stick with 4, so I'm gonna do that. Next one is favorite movie character of this year. And this is another a little bit of a toss-up. I have Henry Cavill or Sam Rockwell from Argylle, unless we kind of classify them as one character, because technically a lot of the action sequences with Sam Rockwell, it cuts to Henry Cavill, it cuts back to Sam Rockwell, like they're the same character, if you will, sort of. But I did like Sam Rockwell a lot in Argyle. It actually, the movie, like I mentioned, did make me like Sam Rockwell as an actor because I wasn't crazy about him, but seeing him in this role is like, I kind of see why people like him, why he's so charismatic, and why he's very just a likable guy. Or there's Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters: A Frozen Empire. Just loved how like genuine his performance felt, and there was just something really humble to him. Every little piece and picture and frame to Ray Stantz in Frozen Empire was really cool. And I was gonna mention Shimu because I just loved Shimu in Godzilla x Kong, but I think I'm gonna go with just the two actors. And finally, most anticipated upcoming movie. Now, I know I've already said Deadpool and Wolverine, and I feel like that's kind of like not a dead giveaway, but I feel like because that's coming up in a couple of weeks, I feel like by the time this video gets done, it might be either before Deadpool and Wolverine is released or after Deadpool and Wolverine is released. The point is, I feel like it's gonna wind up being in the middle of like, oh, I feel like that's a cheap cop-out. So I think anything past the month of July, I think I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice 2. I'm so excited, and I love that it lands on my birthday month. I know it's a couple or so more days before my birthday, but it still makes me happy to see this finally happen. Those are the questions on, I guess, like the 2024 challenge, whatever it's called. I'll have to look at it later, but let me know in the comment section down below, what are your favorite things or least favorite things about this year so far? What are you looking forward to the most this year? Is there anything you're looking forward to for next year? What is it? Let me know down below, and thank you again, Rob. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to our series every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell, the new videos every week. Share the video with any friends, all the good stuff, more. Leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll look to do as best as possible. Got a few movie reviews coming in, top 10s coming in, and then either before or after, you guys will be seeing my 5 years of being on YouTube video as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.